So I'm going to introduce another scientific term for you, Occam's razor. We use this a lot in medicine. What Occam's razor says is that there are many explanations for something. The most simple, the one that unifies all the data, is usually the right one. And so if we apply Occam's razor to the origin and the dating of the Shroud of Turin, I think we can come to a reasonable conclusion. So we have forensic evidence corresponding to the biblical account. There's a broken nose, so we know he was beaten around the face. There's injury to his knees on the forensic examination. The nails are mentioned, which was uncommon in those days to use nails. The Roman pilum, which is the lance on the right side, the mark on the right side matches that exactly. The Roman flagrum, which is what was the scourging was done with, you can basically place one and it fits exactly all the scourge marks. And the image is in rigor mortis, so it has not decayed, so it means it was fresh. It was less than 48 hours. And the phylactery, which the Jewish rabbi would wear, has a beard, long hair, and then the nail image, first century nail image on the shroud. And here, just kind of, again, pointing out here's the flagrum, and here's this burn marks I was talking about where the silver melted through. And interestingly enough, the burn marks did not get the image. It got around the image, but didn't get the image. Again, 1532, fire was 1760 degrees Fahrenheit, melted the silver box, and yet the shroud did not go up in smoke. And here's kind of the drawing of the different scourge marks. You can see how they go different directions. Two people were doing it. It was clearly on a live body. Bilirubin is released in the serum, which is there. When you do fluorescent lighting on the blood stains, it fluoresces. It shows the serum. So there's serum and blood. And we said the male DNA and type AB blood, which is the rarest blood type in the world. Type AB blood is the rarest blood type in the world, but it's in 12% of Jewish people. And then, again, because of the 3 fires it was in, there's scorch marks on the shroud. The other thing that happened in the fire of Chambray of 1532, they doused it with fire, right, to put it out so it wouldn't burn up. And again, if it was a paint or dye or whatever, it would have washed it out. And again, the image did not move. You know, if you take a painting and douse water on it, yes, it moves. The image moves. This didn't move, obviously. And here's, again, the full body image back and front. So again, first century Syrian herringbone weave, no cotton and no wool. In those days, if they were doing a cloth like that, they would not include any cotton or wool in it. The leptons underneath the eyes, first century nail image, crown of thorn stones match Siderium or Vieto. Icons, they match in terms of you can trace the history back. Praecodex, Dr. Fry's work on pollen from the crown of thorns area, and the newest 21st century scientific evidence that dates it back to around the 1st century. And so here's the traveling history. So it started out in Jerusalem, 33, gets to Edessa, goes to Constantinople, see 944 to 1204, goes to Athens, then goes to Lire, France, Chambray, France, and then to Turin in 1578. So now we have a reasonable explanation, because even just by the pollen itself, they found, Dr. Fry found pollen from Edessa, from Constantinople, from Lire, from Chambray, from Turin. I think they found a couple from Athens as well. And of course, Jerusalem with a crown of thorns. It only grows around Jerusalem.